Hi, welcome to my channel, The Divine Storm 369. Thank you for joining me, and this is going to be a karmic reading, okay, between the masculine and the karmic partner. So please keep in mind, it's a general reading, all right? But I do give a lot of details, and I do this so that you know if the reading is for you or if it isn't, okay? So take what resonates with you. Leave the rest behind. If it's your reading, it's your reading. If it's not, then there's many other readings on my channel, okay, for you to check out. So I'm going to start by pulling the mutual energy here between the masculine and the karmic partner. Let's see what comes out and what message wants to come out, okay? And if it's not your reading, you know, messages come through for those who need to hear them the most, okay? So let's see what we have here. Spirit, please reveal to me the mutual energy between the masculine and the karmic partner. All right, we got the 6th house here, routine. And it's a number 30. So the number 30 might resonate with someone. Maybe you're 30, maybe your person is 30, maybe you met each other at 30 years. But with the 6th house, this is like your everyday routine. So the relationship, the mutual energy between them feels a little less like love, like a genuine relationship. And it feels a little bit more like a routine, like just going through the motions. It feels very, very robotic as well. It feels a little bit boring, okay? Like I feel just a need for stimulation with this card, okay? So this is a type of energy where you wake up, okay, and do the exact same thing at the exact same time every single day in a very robotic and repetitive pattern every day. Let's say you wake up, you get the newspaper, you get a cup of coffee, you read the newspaper, okay, and then you go to work for, I don't know, however long, and then you come home, and then you eat dinner, okay, and then you watch TV, the same show. Let's say it's, I don't know, I don't really know any shows that are on right now because I don't really watch TV, but whatever show, just insert it there, right? And then you go to bed, and then you wake up and you do the exact same thing over again the next day. You don't really think about it. You don't really feel any certain way about it because after so long, it just becomes repetitive. It just becomes something that you do, that you don't even really think about. And, you know, while you're sitting there watching that show after so long, do you ever stop and think to yourself, like, hold on a minute, do I even really enjoy this? Do I even enjoy watching this? Like, does it bring any happiness, joy, enlightenment, you know, humor, feeling anything to my life? Or has it just become a repetitive action that I'm used to, that I just do, you know, like a trained animal? Trained animals don't think about what they do, right? They just do it. Like maybe a dog has a routine where they go on a walk at certain times every day. Let's say it's like 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. They go on a walk every day. And after so long, you don't even have to remind the dog, right? It automatically knows when it gets around those times because it's become a routine. It's something that they don't think about anymore. They just do it, right? And it's not about enjoying it. Maybe the dog at first enjoyed going for a walk, right? The fresh air, seeing the scenery, being able to like sniff the grass, you know, see other animals outside, whatever it is. But eventually, they enjoyed it less and less, that walk every day, right? Eventually, it became less about the walk and more about the expectation of the walk, more about just doing, just walking, right? And not enjoying it anymore. And that's what I'm seeing here about this relationship. There's no enjoyment here. It's become routine. It's become robotic, okay? So let's get a clarifier for this energy, for the mutual energy here. Okay, we got risk. So this relationship, I think it's safe to say it's pretty boring, okay? This masculine is bored. This karmic, bored, okay? So what this masculine really needs is a little bit of risk in their life. They need a little bit of excitement to take a chance, to kind of shake up that routine, okay? And make them feel alive again, okay? Make them feel human again, not like a robot, okay? But actually human. Because they've been living in this repetitive, okay, robotic routine where they're not even thinking about it. They're just doing. This masculine might go through all day, every day without actually feeling a thing and not realizing it. It's almost like they're sleepwalking. So what this masculine needs is to actually feel human, to actually take a risk, take a chance, to shake up their routine, to be spontaneous. Okay? That is what their soul is craving for. All right, so let's clarify this energy. Let's get some more information here. Why are you making such poor decisions when you clearly know the consequences? Okay, what this masculine really, really wants, what their soul really needs, is the one thing this masculine has been kind of afraid of their whole life. This masculine likes to play it safe, okay? They don't like to step outside of the box. They don't like to step into the next lane. They don't like to shake things up. They don't like to take a risk. They don't like to be dangerous. They are not a gambling person. They are not a betting person, okay? This masculine believes in hard work, okay, and consistency. And they believe that that will get you somewhere, not luck, not risk, and not chance. I wouldn't be surprised if this masculine doesn't even believe in chance or chances, okay? Their worldview has become very kind of dulled. They have forgotten all the magic in the world. They have forgotten, again, what it feels like to be human. Because all of their senses and how they feel has been dulled by this routine, by this repetitive action every single day. So what they really need is what they're afraid of, and that is to take a risk. So this masculine sees taking a risk, taking chances, as making poor decisions. Because there's always consequences, right, to taking a risk. There's always a consequence to taking a chance. There's always a risk shaking up your routine, right? You might risk something. Let's say instead of having that cup of coffee in the morning, you go for a run, right? To get your blood pumping, to wake you up. that might be taking a risk, right? Maybe you'll feel more tired after the run. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll be more energized. But it's breaking from that routine of sitting there, reading the paper and drinking your coffee that is taking the risk. Okay? And that is exactly what this masculine's afraid of. So, for example, they see that run as taking a risk and it being a poor decision because it's taking a risk. All right? And that's not true. Some of the best things in life absolutely taking a risk, taking a chance to receive them. By the way, this is very Virgo energy as well. All right, so this masculine doesn't like to take risks. The karmic doesn't like to take risks either. Okay, they have both built this routine and they feel like breaking it is a very poor decision. Okay, so both of them very dull, very kind of like boring, robotic. Okay, let's get further into the reading. Let's take a look at the masculine energy. See who I am reading for right now, okay? So this is the individual energy in regards to the relationship. So Spirit, please reveal to me, show me the masculine energy. Okay, that's too many. There's literally like 7 cards there. Spirit, please show me the masculine energy. Show me the masculine energy. Spirit, please reveal to me, show me the karmic energy. Show me the karmic energy. Okay. So we have Aquarius here for the karmic. We have actually Aquarius here as well for the masculine. So a lot of Aquarius energy here. Very emotionally detached. Looking out for what they believe to be for the greater good, for the better whole, right? Like, and that is not taking risks, not taking chances, going through the motions because they feel like that's safe. But we have 10 of Swords here. This masculine feels like they're dying inside. Okay. Look at that. Their face. They look bored. They look docile. Okay. They look half asleep. Just floating along. Their head barely above the water. Drowning in their own boredness. That's how they feel. Okay, with the 10 of Swords. So this is like their soul calling out to them, hey, my head is barely above the water here. I'm drowning in boredom. I'm feeling soulless. I'm losing my humanity and becoming a freaking robot. Okay, I need some stimulation, some real life, emotional, okay, stimulation. Some good interaction with another person, some good conversation. They don't get that with the karmic. They do not have good conversation, okay? Because what is there to even talk about? What's in the paper? What you saw on TV? It all feels very dulled, okay? It all feels very, very dulled. Let's go ahead and get a shadow work card for this masculine. So this is a trait that they have and a behavior they exhibit towards the karmic. So let's take a look at what we got. They come off as very self-absorbed, okay, in regards to the karmic. They come off as very unempathetic, like they don't really care about what the karmic is feeling. They don't really ever ask what the karmic is feeling. Just very, very emotionally detached to themselves, to the karmic as well. Okay. And actually, the cure for this is to express empathy to others, to overcome the self-absorption, right? To be able to express that empathy that you feel. But they definitely feel that disconnect from themselves. They feel very robotic. So it comes across as very self-absorbed, okay? But really, it's just that they are so disconnected from their emotions, from feeling. It's almost like they had forgotten what it feels like just to live, right? Like, I feel like they're half asleep, just going through the motions every day. For the karmic energy, we got the star in reverse, okay? More Aquarius energy. All right. So I feel with this karmic energy, and, it feels helpless. It feels very hopeless. There's something about the karmic to where it feels like they struggle with mental health. There's definitely a codependency here. This karmic might also have a tendency towards like self-harm, especially with the Ten of Swords being here. All right, so, if anyone is listening that is struggling with that, definitely there are people that you can talk to. All right, there's resources that you can connect to. All right, and I feel that some people that do that, it's because they do feel so disconnected from their own emotions, from themselves, that they're trying to feel something, or they're trying to create like an outlet for what they are feeling, right? But I feel like here it's that this karmic is trying to feel something. It's like they feel so... It's like they feel just dead inside. Like they're alive, they're walking through life. They're going through the motions, but they're not feeling their own self, right? And yeah, it comes off as self-absorption, but it's actually the opposite. It's actually being so disconnected from yourself that it's like you're also disconnected from your own humanity, from your own soul. So that's what I'm feeling here for this. Let's get a card, a trait for the karmic. All right. Yeah, and for anyone that is struggling like with self-harm, there is help, there is healing, okay? And you just really have to work and talk to the right person, okay? So, don't give up on that, and there's nothing to be ashamed of as well. So remember that, okay? Jealousy. So this karmic is very, very jealous. They have a lot of past wounds that need healing. Okay, this karmic has severe issues with self-love. All right, this karmic does not love themselves. And I think this karmic feels like they're incapable. There's something about this karmic that feels incapable, or they believe they're incapable, and it could be that they believe they're incapable of healing. Okay, that's what it could be, that they believe they are incapable of healing. And they do have like a lack of self-love. So that makes them very jealous. When you don't love yourself and when you can't see how great you really are, you have a tendency to be very jealous, right? because you can't see your own value. And that's exactly what's going on with this karmic. But for the masculine, it would appear to be the opposite. It would appear that they're very self-absorbed, self-centered. But the fact is here, they're just so disconnected from themselves that they are coming across self-absorbed and self-centered, okay? So I feel the karmic makes very, very poor decisions. And the masculine, I feel it's like they're afraid to take a risk because there might be a chance that they could, that risk might not work out, or that chance might not work out. And I feel that because the karmic is like so kind of incapable in themselves and their self-belief, then they feel they have to like make up for that, the karmic's part. So they're like putting in twice as much in this relationship. They're putting in their part and the karmic's part. And because of that, they're afraid to take a risk. So whether that be financially or whatever, I feel like it could be financially. We got it's okay to ask for help. This masculine's afraid to ask for help. Okay, when they need help, they feel like they're drowning sometimes. They feel like they're in over their head. They're afraid to take a risk. They're afraid to take a chance. And I feel that they don't ask anyone for help when they really could use the help. Okay? Because they don't see the karmic as capable. I feel like they don't even ask them. Okay, and this masculine has taken on so much in the past that it's like instead of asking the karmic for help, they would rather just numb themselves and take it on themselves, okay, for whatever tasks they have in front of them. So again, it's like they're putting in both parts in the relationship. They're putting in their part, they're putting in the karmic's part. The karmic isn't putting in any part, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get the thoughts this masculine has. We are going to pull a tarot card, and then we're going to get a shadow oracle message to go along with it, okay? So Spirit, please reveal to me what is on the mind of this masculine. What are they thinking about this karmic? Two of Cups. So I honestly feel like this masculine has it in their mind that they really want something new. They really would like to shake up their routine. They want to feel something. That's what I'm getting here. They feel so like, it's like their emotions have been in a coma. All right. It's like they need like a kiss to bring them back to life, right? Like Sleeping Beauty, to wake them back up. Okay. This masculine has daydreams. All right. They have fantasies about true love. But that's just what it is, right? A fantasy with the Two of Cups. Because in their everyday life, their everyday routine, it's dull. It's robotic. I feel this masculine is very, very dark hair. It could be a little bit longer. We have, I don't know what to say. So this masculine doesn't know how to explain this, how to put it into words. They don't know how to tell this karmic that they want something more here. They don't know how to tell this karmic that they want to feel alive again. They want to feel their emotions again. They want to feel love again. Okay, they don't know what to say to this karmic. These two do not communicate a lot. All right. They do not communicate. I do feel like this masculine holds a lot in. They feel they're not able to communicate with the karmic. They feel like the karmic does not understand them. They don't see eye to eye with them. Okay. So let's get another card here. Addictions. Think about the emotions you are trying to cover up. Deal with those emotions. Process, heal, and release them. So they do not know how to handle emotions. Okay, they do not know how to think about them. They try not to think about them because they haven't felt them in so long. Perhaps they even forgot what emotions feel like. Maybe they come across as narcissistic. Maybe they come across as self-absorbed because of this. Okay, but I think that there's a whole lot of emotions inside of them. See this water that they're floating in? Water symbolizes your heart. It symbolizes the emotions that are always flowing, okay? And look at them. They are drowning in these emotions. There are so many emotions inside of them that they have not recognized. They have not processed. They have not healed. They're just laying there in the darkness, okay, under the water at the very bottom of the sea and the darkest part, untouched, very, very still. That's where these emotions are, okay? So let's go ahead and get the karmic's thoughts. What is the karmic thinking about this masculine? By the way, we have Cancerian energy here. We got Cancerian energy for the karmic. All right, 4 cups. They don't care what the masculine is thinking. They don't give a crap. They could honestly care less, okay? Honestly. I feel like the way this karmic thinks is like backwards, okay? It's like upside down in some sort of way. With the 4 cups, this karmic has the ability to ignore everything emotional. All right, that's what I'm seeing here. They will ignore every emotion besides jealousy. This karmic knows how to feel jealous, but they don't really know how to feel much else beyond that. They're very, very good at pushing their emotions down, at blocking them out, okay? And you know, they really don't respect hearing anybody else's emotions. So let's get another card here for their thoughts. I am happy that it's over. Okay, I'm happy that it's over with the 4 of Cups. So this karmic just tries to ignore emotions until, like, it's like they just act like it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, you could have a breakdown in front of this karmic, and they would just sit there and ignore you until, like, some time passes and it's over. That's what I'm getting here. All right. Yeah, this karmic acts like completely emotionally numb. And that is the karmic mirroring here. They are both absolutely emotionally numb here. All right, let's get another card for the karmic's thoughts. Selfish. They are very, very wrapped up in their own wants, their own needs, their own desires. Okay, so Spirit is saying, why don't you try looking at other people's needs and desires? Why don't you try caring about other people's needs and desires and emotions, right? But they don't. They don't care at all. They don't give a crap at all. At all. Okay? This is someone who's very uncaring. You could, like, break down crying in front of this person, and they would just literally look at you like nothing has happened. They would just sit there and watch you like nothing has happened. This is the type of person that would, like, get out their cell phone and just film somebody that's like dying or something, you know, like they would. They would just take out their cell phone and film and not even like try to help someone or something like that, you know? Someone just like totally numb. So, wow. You know, there's a lot of people like that, and that's kind of sad, right? Like, because we see so many, I know I've seen so many videos to where somebody probably like could have used some help in those videos, and there's a ton of people that are like recording, that grab their cell phone and record someone really needing help, but nobody actually offers help, you know? And I always think to myself, who would do that? You know, I don't even own a cell phone, but I think to myself, who would do that? Well, this karmic would do that, okay? And they probably have done it before. I'm just saying, you know, but yeah. Keep in mind, I do work on an individualized basis in these readings, okay? So these are not collective readings. This is not every single karmic. This is not every single masculine. This is not every single feminine, okay? That's not how my readings work, okay? So just to clarify that, let's go ahead and take a look. And like I said, if it's your reading, it's your reading. If it's not, it's not, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at the emotions. What does the masculine feel really deep down inside, and that dark part of the water inside of them? What do they feel for the karmic? Oh, fell on the floor. Okay. The Hanged Man is what they feel for the karmic. All right, so we got Pisces energy here. And it's funny because the Hanged Man represents that very dark part of the ocean. The part that's so deep, so dark that you can't see into it. That part that is so dark that no one has ever explored it. That's what the Hangman represents. It represents the unconscious, what's lying there waiting to be uncovered. Okay? So I feel like in their heart, they see themselves as a martyr in this connection. They see themselves as some sort of sacrifice, like they are sacrificing their heart, their true heart, and what they really want for this connection for some reason. Okay? So they feel like, and you know, I think it's unconscious. It's like unconscious. They don't realize they're doing this, but they are. Okay? So let's get another card here. I scared myself that day. This person is afraid to look inside. They're so used to stuffing down all of their emotions. They are afraid to look inside. They're afraid to look down in the deepest part of that murky water. They're afraid what's swimming down there. They're afraid what lies beneath. And it does have to do with their heart. It does have to do with their emotions. They have not been in contact with their own heart, their own emotions, their own soul in so very, very long. It feels scary. Okay? Have you ever felt like, have you ever been completely alone, right? Like in a room, and then all of a sudden, you know, you kind of feel a little bit spooked, like maybe somebody's watching you, but there's nobody in the room with you. Okay? It's that type of feeling. Okay? They start looking down there, and that unconscious and that deep, deep unconscious, that deep, murky, dark water that's unexplored, untouched, and they scare themselves looking at those emotions, looking at how deeply they actually do feel. They just will not allow themselves to feel it. It feels scary. They don't know how to express it. They don't know what to say, okay? So let's see a little bit about what some of those emotions could be. Okay, we got prejudice. All right. So basically with this card, because it says here, what if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? So basically, they're afraid to know who they really are. This person has given themselves a lot of attributes and a lot of traits that aren't really theirs, that has made it easier for them to go along in this relationship, that has made it easier for them to stuff down their true emotions. Okay, what I'm seeing here. So let's get another card here. Because their true emotions feel scary. Okay, it really does. It feels scary to go that deep, to go take that deep dive into the unconscious. All right. But you know what? This is about showing yourself care, compassion, and empathy that comes from internally, and it is natural. Okay, so by shutting down your emotions and, you know, being that sacrifice or seeing yourself as that sacrifice, that is not natural. Okay, and you kind of start acting in an unnatural way, right? That's where we get the robotic actions, the robotic motions, all of that start acting unnaturally for you, for, you know, an emotional being. This masculine feels that if they show their true self, they would have to explain themselves. They would need to justify their choices, justify who they are, justify how they feel, when the truth is they don't need to justify it. And Spirit is asking them, why do they feel they need to justify that? Why can't they just state their truth and state it with integrity, right? And stand in that truth. So let's take a look at the emotions, okay? The emotions that the karmic has towards the masculine. We got the World in reverse. So this karmic absolutely has horrible boundaries. Very poor boundaries. Okay, this karmic is also, I feel that they have a very hard time being like solid, making commitments in their everyday life. They probably have a very hard time holding down a job. Okay, with the World here, they cannot be consistent. So they have issues being consistent. And the World is all things material. Okay, all things material. So I think that for them, the relationship looks good, sounds good, okay, but they're still bored with it. They're still discontent because really they're discontent with themselves. All right, so let's get another card for their emotions. So yeah, boredness. Boredness is like the energy. I never want to feel that way again. So, what we have here with I never want to feel that way again is I think that this karmic has had a very hard past. Okay, they've had a I feel like they've had a very rough childhood. And I think that, you know, it makes my heart goes out to this karmic. But I think that they do use that. They use it in their relationships. They kind of use it as a leverage point, as an advantage, you know. So while they're very happy that it's over, that they are done going through that, and they're like an adult now, you know, and don't have to be in that energy, it's like their worldview is kind of skewed, right? And I think that they kind of do this to protect themselves, but it's not really protective. And what they do is they kind of shut the world out, and they want the masculine to also shut the world out. Okay, they also shut down themselves. They shut down their emotions. They shut themselves out of the world, and they shut their emotions out of themselves. Okay, because they never want to feel the way they did when they were hurting, when they were in pain. They never want to feel that way again. And so they've made sure that they're not going to feel that way again by shutting down their emotions, okay, shutting down their empathy. So they too do come across as very selfish because they've made a point to be very selfish, to only focus on them, okay? All right. I do feel like as a child, this karmic had to take care of themselves and their own needs a lot of the times. And so they are very used to taking care of their own needs, right? But they're not capable out in the world. So they have issues out in the world. And when I say taking care of their needs, I mean like emotionally. They know how to, at least they thought they did. They thought they knew how to take care of those emotions, those needs. Okay, but they didn't. They just were stuffing them down. And again, I think that self-harm tendency might come out for them because they are stuffing those emotions down. Okay, so let's get another card here. So this karmic is complex. Okay, they're like a complicated karmic. We have emotionally overreacting. You are overthinking, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotions. So when this karmic does allow themselves to feel, they actually have a tendency to overreact, especially when it comes to jealousy. All right, so when they feel jealousy, they overreact. And with all the other emotions, they just try to ignore them. And they definitely try to ignore what the masculine feels. But they absolutely overreact over jealousy. They take things way too far. They interpret things like out of hand, out of this world. Okay. Let's get another card here. All right, they get very defensive. They do not hear anyone out. When they see something that triggers that jealousy, that's it. Okay, they are flying off the rail. They are flying off the handle. And they will not hear out, this masculine, they will not hear out anyone else's perspectives or feelings. Okay, this karmic does not understand that it's not always about them. They are so used to taking care of themselves emotionally, that they don't understand that it's not always about them, okay? So they refuse to hear others out. They do not listen, all right? They do not listen to anyone. And because of that, it causes a lot of drama in their life. So let's take a look at what does the masculine want? What is their intentions? We got the Hierophant in reverse, okay? So with the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy, all right, if they are committed, this masculine does not want the commitment any longer. All right. It's just I feel like they're afraid to tell them that. I feel like they feel that way, but they just stuff it down. It's like they just numb it out until it goes away. And they're not living in their truth. They're not living in their integrity with the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. I think they want advice. They want someone to talk to, but they're afraid to seek that advice, and they're afraid to find someone to talk to. All right, so let's get another card. We got, I hope you're happy for me. So this masculine, you know, in their intentions, they're like, I feel like I'm not happy. I hide that, but I'm not happy. This is just getting through the day. This is just going through the motions. Okay, I'm breathing, but I'm not living. That's how they feel. And they're saying, I'm not happy, but I hope that you are, karmic, because I live this life so you can be happy. So at least one of us is. If they're committed, they often think about leaving the commitment. All right. They often wonder if they left the commitment and they were happy, if the karmic would be happy for them. They often wonder if they left this commitment, if they both could at some point be happy in the future. They wonder this. But they definitely don't say it. They stuff it down. We got narrow-minded. All right. So this masculine definitely has a very limited outlook and perspective on their thoughts and on their life. All right. This karmic, they don't listen to anyone. They believe that what they say and what they think is the objective truth, that there's nothing else and they don't need to hear from anyone else. And this masculine actually sees them as somewhat as a false advisor, a false teacher. Because of that, because they do not listen, because they think that their thoughts or what they've been told or whatever it is that they've learned is the objective truth, that there is nothing else. And that's simply not the case. And that's oftentimes the viewpoint of someone who is very unwise, right? But very intelligent, just doesn't have the wisdom to carry that intelligence. Okay, because it can be dangerous to have an abundance of intelligence but no wisdom. You have to use that intelligence wisely, right? Or else you could end up being hurt or something, hurting others. Okay. So the intentions the karmic has here. We got the 5 of Wands. Okay, so conflict. All right, look at that. They always feel that there's competition. They start fights with them all the time. All right, yeah, this karmic's not happy. They're never going to be happy. With the 5 of Wands, you know, fighting with this masculine and emotionally overreacting to what they perceive as jealousy or whatever is the closest thing they can come to feeling any emotions. This is one of the only emotions they allow themselves to feel is anger, jealousy. And so they do this quite often. They quite often explode on this masculine, even when this masculine hasn't done anything wrong. And they will not listen to the masculine, okay? And it's because it's one of the only emotions they allow themselves to feel. We got, thank you for leaving me. Deep down inside of this karmic, they're pushing this masculine away and they're unconscious. Deep down inside, they want this masculine to leave them. Deep down inside, their soul wants them to leave. And so they are pushing them away because their soul desperately wants to heal itself. Desperately. And their soul feels that with the jealousy issues and all of that, it cannot be done in a relationship. It can only be done solo. All right. That is what Spirit is saying here. So this karmic soul is pushing the masculine away. They want the masculine to leave them deep down inside, but they're not aware of it. Okay, but it is part of their path. Victim mentality. The karmic has a victim mentality. All right. Yeah. They believe they're the victim all the time, even when they're not. Even when they are the aggressor, they will play the victim. Okay. And so again, that's another reason why this karmic cannot be healed in a relationship. They can only heal alone or with professional help, right? With this karmic, or, you know, whatever way you choose to deal with, to deal and to heal, right? So let's take a look at the actions the masculine is feeling drawn to take by their higher self. Queen of Cups, okay. So, you know, they're like, I'm going to take a little peek inside of my heart, of this water, okay. I'm just going to have a little look, a little glimpse of what's in my heart. See how I feel, all right. So they're taking a look, all right. That's what I'm seeing. They're opening up just a little bit to themselves, not to anyone else, to themselves. This is a big deal, a very big deal, okay? And they're realizing that the love that they want, that they're searching for, that they've been searching for, isn't here. It's not, okay? And they're realizing that where they're going in their life, this karmic cannot come with them. All right. So the actions they're feeling led to take is to leave, to walk away, to look inside of themselves, to get to know themselves, get to know their own emotions. And, you know, I feel they're not allowed. It's like they can't care for themselves here. Okay. It's like they can't open up enough to do that. So we got possessive. The karmic is extremely possessive to them. I feel that they do not allow them the space that they need, okay, in order to know who they really are, to explore who they really are and all of their emotions. So this karmic has been clinging on to them way too tightly. And now the masculine has to learn to let go of it and to take a risk and to take that chance. Because love has no ownership. This karmic acts like they own this masculine. They're possessive. They're jealous. But love has no ownership. Everyone has free will. And so it's this masculine's time to express their free will, to be able to look inside and find what that free will even is, because to be honest with you, this is a masculine who has given up their will and they are finding it again. Okay? What is their higher self telling them? What is their higher self telling them? Their higher self is saying, listen, masculine, you are so numb. Okay, you've got to let go of this and you've got to move forward. And the karmic cannot come with you. Okay, and you're forward. So, masculine, when was the last time you had a good laugh? When was the last time you smiled? You know, let's drop that stupid TV show that we watch every single night. And let's search for a silly video and just sit here and laugh, you know, get you back in touch with yourself and what you really enjoy. All right. So let's take a look at the karmic's energy. What actions is the karmic feeling led to take? All right, we got 3. Let's just keep them. We got the 8 of Swords. Okay, so with the 8 of Swords, you know, they're not doing any work. This is not making progress. This is literally holding yourself back, holding your person back. Okay, they just don't get it. They're too self-absorbed to get it. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So yeah, they just don't get it. They're too self-absorbed to get it. 7 of Wands in reverse. They're too defensive to listen. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to get it. No matter how much this masculine speaks. They will play the victim. Okay. They will accuse the masculine. They will become jealous. They are far too defensive to listen. They are far too selfish to acknowledge. They are too emotionally overreacting to have the conversation, and they are too jealous to even think about an ending. So this is a total lashing out when the time comes. Okay, so to the masculine, I'm saying good luck. Let's get another card here for their actions, which we have quite a few. If I can find my cards, here we go. I know that we have a soul connection. So the karmic is like, no, we can't separate. I'm not going to listen to you. Okay? Because I know we have a soul connection. All right? I know that we're supposed to be together. So I'm not going to listen to you. All right? And that is an emotionally overcharged, overreacting reaction to what this masculine is trying to say to them. All right? But they're not going to listen to it. They're going to be defensive. They're going to shut down. They're going to tell them they're wrong. Okay? It's not going to sink in. So this masculine will be walking away with the karmic in denial. But it is what their soul needs. It's what their soul is asking for, saying, thank you for leaving me. I need this lesson. I need to wake up, because the karmic also asleep. Okay. All right, so let's get another card here. We have vengeful. So, yeah, when this masculine leaves the karmic, they will end up becoming vengeful. Okay, they are in denial. They will become vengeful. They're going to try to get payback or vengeance. All right, they're going to be very, very angry. And this anger spirit is saying right here, should this karmic get vengeance, it is going to come back full circle. Okay, it is going to give them karma right away. But they are going to try to take some vengeance here on this masculine. So what kind of vengeance might that be? Let's see if we can just get some clues to what that could be. All right, we got sadness. So, yeah, it's out of sadness. They're going to try to make the masculine very sad. Okay, is what I'm seeing. We also got money in reverse. So, they could end up stealing money from them or causing some sort of loss with money to try to hurt them, to try to make them sad. Okay, because they know this masculine doesn't like to take risks with their money. We got thief. So, yeah, they're going to try to steal from them, make them very sad. They want them to feel the sadness they're feeling. Okay, so, yeah, I feel like they're going to visit their house or their place without them knowing and steal because they want them to feel sad. Okay, that's literally the message here. That's the vengefulness they will take. This is going to come back on them because if they steal from this masculine, they will also get stolen from. They will also get stolen from, I promise you, very, very quickly after that, like within a week, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and close up this reading with a timing card. Let's take a look at, I'm just going to get the message. When is this going to be over? When is this masculine walking out the door? You know, when is all of this going to take place? Okay, we got 3 months from now. Okay, so within 3 months, this is going to take place with this timing card. Okay, 3 months. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the reading, don't forget to like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Leave me a comment down below. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.